Imagine holding a book that no one on Earth can read. A book filled with bizarre plants that don't exist, star charts that defy logic, and naked women bathing in glowing green pools. A book written in a language that's utterly alien, unlike anything humans have ever seen. For over 600 years, this manuscript has outsmarted geniuses, historians, and spies. But now, artificial intelligence is stepping into the ring. Will this be the end of history's greatest mystery, or just the beginning? Stick around, because what you're about to see will blow your mind. Let's take a trip back to 1912. In the heart of Italy, inside a quiet Jesuit college, a Polish book dealer named Wilfred Voynich wandered through dusty shelves, searching for forgotten treasures. Voynich had a special gift. He could spot a rare manuscript from a mile away. But that day, something different caught his eye. Among the aging scrolls and crumbling parchments sat a peculiar leather-bound book. It wasn't just old, it felt out of place. The cover was plain, with no title and no author. Just a book that seemed to be hiding something. Curious, Voynich opened it. Inside, the pages were made of vellum, a smooth, cream-colored material crafted from calfskin, once used for only the most precious documents. That alone made it valuable. But as he turned the pages, his excitement turned to pure bewilderment. This wasn't an ordinary manuscript. It was a puzzle. A maddening, brain-twisting riddle written in a language no one could understand. Strange plants filled the pages, species that didn't exist in any botany book. Their roots curled in impossible ways. Their flowers bloomed in unnatural shapes. Some looked familiar, but not quite right, like they came from a world slightly different from our own. Then there were the astronomical diagrams, charts of stars and constellations, but not the ones you'd find in the night sky. Were they a map of a lost civilization, a guide to a hidden planet, or simply the imagination of a medieval dreamer? And perhaps the strangest of all, naked women drawn in a strange flowing style, seen bathing in pools of emerald green liquid. Some seemed to be interacting with tubes and strange contraptions, as if they were part of some ancient, forgotten ritual. But the real mystery? The text. Page after page filled with 240,000 characters, a jumble of looping symbols, flowing script, and odd markings. It wasn't Latin, it wasn't Greek, it wasn't any known language on Earth. It was pure gibberish, or so it seemed. Voynich was hooked. This book wasn't just a historical curiosity, it was a challenge, a riddle left behind by someone for some reason. And he was determined to solve it. For the rest of his life, he tried. He compared it to every ancient language, consulted the world's greatest cryptographers, and even reached out to scientists. But no matter how hard he worked, the book refused to give up its secrets. And here's where it gets even stranger. Modern carbon dating proves that this book was created 600 years ago, somewhere between 1404 and 1438. It wasn't a modern hoax. It was genuinely ancient. Yet, to this day, no one knows who wrote it. Was it the work of a forgotten genius? A secretive alchemist, or something far more mysterious? One thing's for sure, the Voynich Manuscript isn't just a book. It's a message from the past, and we still don't know what it's trying to tell us. Long before Wilfred Voynich laid eyes on this strange manuscript, it had already traveled through the hands of kings, alchemists, and scholars, each trying and failing to uncover its secrets. One of its most famous owners, Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II, was a ruler with a passion for the bizarre. He surrounded himself with astrologers, alchemists, and mystics, pouring his wealth into the study of magic and the occult. When he heard whispers of an ancient book filled with unknown knowledge, he had to have it. So, in the late 1500s, Rudolph bought the manuscript for 600 gold ducats, an enormous sum worth around $600,000 today. To him, this wasn't just a book. It was a treasure of lost wisdom. He believed it had been written by Roger Bacon, a 13th century scientist who dabbled in optics, chemistry, and early experiments that some called witchcraft. There was just one problem. Bacon had died nearly 150 years before the book was even made. So if it wasn't Bacon, who wrote it? For centuries, theories have swirled like mist around the manuscript's cryptic pages. To help people understand its purpose, they came up with 3 theories. The third one is the wildest one. Theory 1, a secret society. Hidden orders like the Rosicrucians or early alchemists may have encoded their discoveries in an unbreakable cipher, ensuring only the worthy could read it. But if that's true, why has no key ever been found? Theory 2, a time traveler. What if this book isn't a relic from the past, but a message from the future? Some of its illustrations resemble modern biological diagrams and celestial charts that shouldn't have been possible to draw in the 1400s. Could a rogue scientist from another era have left it behind? As a joke, a warning, or an experiment to see if we'd ever figure it out? Theory 3, medieval prank. Imagine a bored artist in the 1400s, dipping a quill into ink, grinning as he scribbles nonsense onto parchment. A grand joke on the future, one that has tricked scholars, emperors, and cryptographers for centuries. But if that's the case, Why does the writing follow linguistic patterns seen in real languages? And why does it seem to obey rules we're only just beginning to understand? The mystery has defied the world's greatest code breakers, but after 600 years of dead ends, scientists are turning to something more powerful than any human mind: AI. And what it's beginning to uncover is terrifying. The AI versus the unbreakable code. For over 600 years, the Voynich Manuscript has outsmarted emperors, scientists, and the world's best codebreakers. But now, a new player has entered the game: artificial intelligence. See, the problem isn't just that the manuscript is written in an unknown script. It's that human brains are too slow. We analyze languages letter by letter, word by word. AI, it doesn't read, it devours. It tears through data like a black hole, processing information at speeds no human could match. Here's how it works. Step 1. Machine learning algorithms scan every single squiggle, loop, and stroke on the page, comparing them to over 3,000 languages, from ancient Sanskrit to modern Mandarin. Step 2. The AI hunts for patterns, repeating words, hidden grammar rules, and even possible ciphers buried within the text. Step 3. After crunching the numbers, it spits out possible translations. Hebrew, Turkish, a lost dialect, or just pure nonsense. In 2018, a Canadian AI claimed that the manuscript was written in encoded Hebrew. Excited, researchers fed its translation to language experts. Their verdict? Total gibberish. Then, another AI suggested it was Old Turkish, written in a strange phonetic shorthand. Again, linguists examined the results. Still nothing. But here's where it gets weird. Even though we can't read the text, AI found something hidden beneath the ink: the Voynich Manuscript. It follows Zipf's law, a linguistic pattern found in every real human language. What does that mean? Well, in every known language, the most common word appears twice as often as the second most common word, which appears twice as often as the third, and so on. This rule shows up in English, Chinese, Latin, and even ancient Sumerian. And somehow, the Voynich Manuscript follows the same pattern. If this book were just random scribbles or a medieval prank, that shouldn't happen. It means the text was likely written with some kind of real linguistic structure, a grammar, a vocabulary, a hidden logic we haven't cracked yet. So, what's the truth? Is this an unknown language, lost to history? A secret cipher that no human or AI has ever decoded? Or could this be the work of a 15th century con artist who somehow managed to trick not just scholars, but modern artificial intelligence itself? Before you decide, let's talk about the bathtub ladies. Theory 1, Alien Instruction Manual. Some claim the Voynich is a message from extraterrestrials. Those star charts? Maps to their home planet, the plants? Bioengineered species, but why teach humans via naked women in tubs? Theory 2, Women's Health Guide, debunked. In 2017, researcher Nicholas Gibbs argued it was a medieval gynecology manual. The green pools? Herbal baths for childbirth. But critics shredded his theory. Where are the babies? Theory 3, Alchemist's Cookbook. The plants could be magical herbs for immortality potions. The star charts? Guides to turning lead into gold. But if that's true, why hide it? Want more mysteries? Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. We've got a shocking update about AI's latest discovery coming soon, and you won't want to miss it. Here's the darkest theory. What if it's all a lie? A Renaissance scammer creates a fake ancient text to sell to gullible nobles. But carbon dating proves the vellum and ink are 15th century authentic. So either it's real, or the greatest hoax in history. In 2023, researchers used multispectral imaging to uncover hidden layers beneath the text. Faded annotations, erased words, edits were made centuries ago. This book wasn't just written, it was rewritten. And AI noticed something even weirder. The text isn't random. It has syntax, a structure resembling human speech. But whose? Some say the answer is staring us in the face, that the Voynich isn't a code, but a mirror, a reflection of a mind so alien, so unlike ours, that we'll never understand it. Unless AI becomes our translator. The Voynich Manuscript is more than a book. It's a time capsule, a challenge, a reminder that even in our age of satellites and smartphones, some mysteries refuse to die. So, will AI crack it? Maybe. But here's the truth, we don't want it to. Because once the mystery is solved, the magic dies. Want to join the hunt? Comment your wildest theory below. Is it aliens? Time travel? Or something even crazier? And if you dare, share this video with someone who loves a good mystery. Until next time, stay curious.